Hey everybody, welcome back to Jody Hughes Music, and in today's lesson we're going to talk about D minor licks. Why in the world did I pick D minor of all the chords and possibly keys in the world? Why am I choosing D minor? Because I know you're going to see it a lot. In fact, you're going to see it so much that eventually you're going to start to wonder, are there any other minor keys? It just seems like there's so much music written in D minor, from bluegrass, classical to jazz. I'll be using the old song Shady Grove to demonstrate some places where you can use these particular D minor licks. I'm also going to be working from a banjo that's tuned just standard, not even going to be raising the fifth string up. So these will all work no matter what. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed to the channel. Man, the channel has been growing, lots of subscribers over the last few days, partly thanks to Jim Pinky's stream that I took part in, and that was fantastic as well. I also do have a Patreon account now that I am telling people about, and basically the way this is going to work is anytime you see me post a video and offer a tab, if you're in my Patreon group, the tab is going to be in there for you for most of the song videos. So like a good example would be like Just a Closer Walk with D. I'm going to have the tab in there for my members. Okay, so I'd love to have you over there. I'm also going to be posting at least 1 month a video that is not posted on my YouTube channel. So that's kind of for exclusive members only, if you will. But also, please visit my website, Jody Hughes Music. Love to have you there. The website has been generating more and more traffic. I have a blog. It's been on there for years. There's all sorts of stuff on there. Go look at that. But let's go ahead and get started on D minor. And basically, you're going to be working from this D minor shape down here, but the fingering is going to be a little bit different. You're going to have the 7th fret of the first string with your middle, and then the 6th fret of the second string with your pointer, and then the pinky's going to come into the 9th fret of the third string, and that's going to be like our little go-to position for these first 2 licks, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the 7th fret of the first string, and then the 5th string open, and then that 6th fret of the second string, 9th fret of the third string, and then 1st string open. So here's the pattern. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. I just let it ring here, okay? So this works as like a D minor lick. Like if you're playing Shady Grove. It would go right there. These are all 1 measure licks. I'm going to do 1 measure licks because they're easier to put in songs. They're going to be more useful. And basically 2 places for each of these licks to be used: in the key of D minor, and it doesn't matter whether or not this is capoed up, by the way, or in the key of C. You have a D minor is the 2 minor in the key of C. So I use this in the key of C as well. Okay, going back to our hand position here, we're just going to go ahead and jump into this, and I'm going to go 9 to 6 on the second string, and I'm just going to go back and forth with my thumb and pointer finger here, and then 7th fret of the first string, so back to 6th fret of the second string, and then open. So we get this. All right, here we go. And I'll play the first lick again and connect it to the second lick. And that's what I was going to say before I go any further, is that you can take these licks and string them together and create 2-bar phrases as well. So we're going to talk more about that at the end of the video, but I'll do that last one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That one adds up. Okay, let's go right along. So this next lick, lick number 3, is going to use a C sharp, which is going to be a dissonant note. You're going to hit the 1st string open, and then the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and you're just going to bounce back and forth between those 2 notes. And this is a new position: 5th fret of the 2nd string, 3rd fret of the 1st string. And this, by the way, that's used a lot in the key of D minor. And what I like to do is I like to bend the C sharp a little bit. And I bend more notes too. You don't have to do that. You can just play them straight. But here we go again. 1st string open. And then 5th fret, 3rd, back to the 5th fret, and then open. You got a lot of like bouncing around kind of sounds. D, C sharp, D, and then here, E, F, E, so we get this. Okay, on to lick number 4. It's going to use the same thing, and you're going to go back and forth again. It's kind of almost backwards of what we just did. So 3rd fret of the 1st string, 5th fret of the 2nd string, and you just go back and forth twice. 1, 2, 1, 2 with your right hand. And then it comes off. C sharp again. But you could make this a natural minor. You can go to C or C sharp. Those are great licks. I'm just kind of showing you how you can move in and out of them. All right, let's go to the last one. And this one is going to be out of this shape again, and it's going to be more like a bluegrass kind of sounding lick, and it sounds like this. Rest. This one has a rest on beat 1. 1. And that last open 1st string is the 1st beat of the next measure. So that's taking you into there. So what I like to do is I'm going to come to the 7th fret of the 1st string, 5th fret of the 1st string, and I just do a pull off. And I use quite a bit of force there. And then 6th fret of the 2nd string. And then here we go. Rest. And then 1st string open. And then look at that. That should be very familiar. You're going to the 5th fret of the 2nd string, 3rd fret of the 1st string. Rest, and then the C natural on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and then back to D. Rest. Each of these licks kind of ends on the D because that kind of spells out the chord, right? Rest. You could also put an open 4 on beat 1 if you wanted, like this. So those are some sounds you can get kind of just with this pattern. And I was going to just show you that, you know, this 9 and 6, sometimes I just take these 2 notes and then the 1st string and I leave it open and get these kind of... That's kind of less bluegrassy sounding maybe. And then up here, this 5 and 3 is just a position to work out of. And it's kind of interesting because you can play C sharp and C natural. Okay, so those are some like D minor licks that I use a lot. I can go through like Shady Grove real quick and maybe... That was lick 1. Lick 2. You can use them in different spots. That was lick number 4. I don't know about the other ones. Let's try again. Maybe here. That was D minor. C. Maybe at the end, something. Okay, so those are some D minor licks. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for all the subscribes, and please visit my website at jodyhughesmusic.com. Take care.